Okay, so another weekend is upon us. It is Saturday. I got here yesterday and brought in some gravel. I got 3 loads in. My truck was acting up on me and basically having like an ABS light going on right now. It stops it from going into 4-wheel drive, so it made it very challenging to make it into the property without 4-wheel drive, hauling about 5 tons of gravel. So anyway, I worked through it for the day, but didn't get as many loads as I wanted, but I got 3 anyway, so hopefully that's enough. Anyway, let's get back to what we got going on. So put some landscape fabric around the whole surrounding here, and then underneath this I've got a 4-inch O-pipe, socked O-pipe that's encased all in this gravel. So when I did some rough layouts last week or 2 weeks ago when I was here, I didn't do any recording while I was here just because I had my dad here and I just kind of got busy and stuff like that. Anyway, it's totally not square. Obviously I should be putting down some stakes and squaring it off prior to me digging, but that's not the way I roll. I just kind of like start shooting from the hip and going from there. So as you can see, it comes in quite a bit there. So I need to straighten out this edge here. This edge needs to come into about here, which potentially may take away from my idea of putting a basement in this to have the water storage, but we shall see. And then here as well, I've got a big huge boulder here that I was challenged with, but anyway, so regardless, I should have done it, squared it off prior to the digging, but I didn't even know if I was able to get any type of digging in while I was starting to, because every time you start digging into something you reach a boulder. Thus what Nova is on right now, trying to catch her flies. Anyway, here again as well, it kind of creeps in a little bit here. So the plan is get the Mini X, prop her up in the center, start taking the skid steer, bringing in some loads of gravel. I don't necessarily need to have it level, just the way that I'm planning on doing the foundation in my head, just with rocks and everything like that. As you can see, we're about maybe just shy a foot from grade there, and just shy a foot from grade there. So I don't really intend to go any higher on this section, but obviously when I get over here, I'm challenged here because I've got about 2 feet there. So my idea is to have the gravel kind of come down. I'm going to build a small footing on top of that, and then I'm going to put my rock, because I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do, is put rock foundation, rock masonry foundation around it. Okay, just spent a bit of time doing some rough layout and getting things somewhat square. Anyway, I was doing my square points inside where this gravel is, but now I've basically made the cross reference points. So stake there and stake there, this stake square up to that stake is square up to that stake, and that stake is square up to that rock up there, because that's my entrance and exit, so I can't really stick a stake there for now. Yeah, so I'm going to pull some of this gravel back because my line basically comes along there and it's going to be on the inside, so I'm going to lose that depth there, unfortunately, which kind of really sucks because that's my deep part that I was wanting to potentially put a water tank there. Failing that, I could put something maybe here, but all in all, after everything's said and done, it's going to be above the frost line anyway. So I think my hopes of an inside water tank is not such a reality. So I'm going to bring the excavator back in here and bring some more gravel in. Bring the excavator into the foundation area again and bring some more gravel in and probably tamp that down a couple of times and get some roots out of here. Yeah. Really great cinematography. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, let's get to it. but not child labor when he's 21 years old. Just labor at this point, right? But it's still free, so I'll take it. Anyway, got the stakes up roughly where everything should be for square. It's a little bit more level than what it was before, but for sure. I haven't taken a transit to it as of yet. This part here is probably very low here, but you know, I'm out of gravel again, so I may skim across the top there to put it over here, but right now I'm just tamping it down. I'll walk the machine out of here, and then I'll get the transit set up and see how we're looking for level. Okay, sun's out, guns out. It is freaking hot. It is like 28, 29 degrees, and then humidex on top of that. So yeah, it's supposed to be a really hot summer as well, so I'm not sure if this is going to be the hottest day, but it is hot. So I ran into town, got some more concrete, and I'm going to continue on with the foundation. I grabbed a fitting for this hose because I was going to draw water from the pond to bring it up here to wash off the rocks, and I grabbed, of course, the wrong one. So yay for me. Yeah, so I won't be doing that, so I'll just have to go down and get the water manually in pails. So gonna mix this up and start yet again another time lapse. Okay, so this is about 3 o'clock. It's something like 34 degrees and 42 with a humidex or something like that. It's ridiculous. Anyway, went into town, grabbed about 10 bags of concrete, and this is what we got going on. We got a dog jumping in the pond, and so I'm just going to be using the concrete kind of for the bottom portion of this. Then I'm going to switch to mortar. Excuse me, afterwards. This is all going to be below ground as well. But yeah, I got about maybe 10, 11 feet that way, and another 7 feet this way. So that is the first part of the foundation. So I got to come up probably about 3 feet here, maybe even 4 feet here, or I got to take that on that grade there, but I got to come up at least 2 feet there. So, and it's about a foot off the grade from that side to this side. Anyway, that is that. I'm going to have a shower, clean up, and get the heck out of Dodge because I got to work tomorrow. Okay, another weekend is upon us. I'm going to continue on with the foundation. All these rocks here, I got about 20 bags of concrete I brought up this morning, and my helper, and yeah, I'm just going to basically continue on and build up and out and see how far we can get this weekend. It is going to be about 42 degrees with the Humidex today. So yeah, it'll be shirt off in about 3 minutes. And tomorrow they're calling for thunderstorms. So I'm not sure exactly how far I'm going to get with this, but it is the only free weekend I've had for the past couple of weekends, and probably for the next couple of weekends as well. I probably won't be able to make it back until the second week in August. So anyway. Okay, so it's like 1.5 billion degrees out. Honestly, this is kind of like a rinse and repeat type of situation. This is how far I'm along now, so I'm probably about maybe 16 feet out of the 20. And it's just a base of concrete and then filling in with rocks and concrete. And then I'll point it all afterwards. Probably not the inside, but I'll point the outside that's going to be seen with masonry after everything's all said and done. And yeah, anyway, so got another 8 feet to go there, or 6 feet to go there. But out of the 20 bags that I bought for the weekend, I am down to 4 left. So I do 2 bags at a time, and it gets eaten up pretty quickly. So I'll do this, and then I'll probably go and get some more stone, because I'm dwindling in my stone bank. So that means going over there, throwing a bunch in the skid steer bucket, and then bringing them back over here. And then I don't think I'm going to have enough, so I'll basically have to bring the Mini X back here. It's on a job right now. I'll bring the Mini X back over maybe my holidays or something like that in August, and pick out some more stone. Goal is to get the foundation done by like October. I want to have the foundation done by October. That would be great, because then I can potentially do framing and stuff like that and start building a structure over the winter. But yeah, winter and masonry, they're not friends. So get this done. That's my goal. so that's what 20 bags of concrete looks like. Anyway, like I said, I'm about maybe 1.5 feet from the corner there. I'll have to put the string back up. And then about maybe 6 feet, 8 feet from the corner there. But it's working. I think it's going to be pretty solid. It's going about just over 1 foot wide. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's a lot of work. Again, I'll gonna just chink in the mortar afterwards. I'd say it looks pretty good. I'm no stoned mason, but it's not bad. Not at all bad. Anyway, well, it's 4 o'clock now. I'm just gonna have a shower and get ready for making some dinner or something like that. It is smoking hot out. I'll spend the rest of the weekend just collecting rocks and dumping it in the center pile here. Walked over to the pile. I've got a couple of loads at least anyway. And maybe I'll burn some of this crap as well. Ever so carefully, because again, it is hot. Hot. That's it. That's all I got for now. Unless anything else happens that's exciting. Toodaloo.